bootcut jeans. Where are they? I can't find any in the stores. All I'm finding is these little things, the straight cut jeans. I have a solution. Show you what it is. Coming up. Hey, Chanel here, bringing you weekly videos to help you get better and better with your fashion sewing and be more creative too. So be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on a new video. I have the worst time finding a pair of jeans that I love. And when I do find them, I buy multiples. I bought these white jeans last year, and then I bought 3 of them, and just simple ones from Kohl's, I believe it was. And it had a nice boot cut jean, edge to it. This has 2 layers on it, and that's because the third pair of jeans I bought it was cut off grain, and when I wore them, they twisted around my body so much that I couldn't wear them, and they were driving me crazy. So I ended up cutting them, the hem part off, and adding another part to this hem because all these jeans shrunk, and when I bought them, they fit really great. But whenever you wash them and then the sizing comes out, they reveal their true personality. They get shorter, they twist, whatever. So then I ended up with one good pair. The other pair, I can't seem to find, but they were good too, I think. Yes, so I think I had 2 good pairs. And the other ones I cut off, and then I think I added to both of them. I can't find that other pair. I stashed my fall clothes away. But that's what I did. The third pair I cut them off. That's right, because I was trying to figure out where these jeans were. I made another pair of jeans out of them. And I cut off another pair of jeans that I loved, and I love the back pockets. And people just, when they see my jeans, they think I'm wearing like boots or something with them. But I ended up putting 2 pairs of jeans into one. Now I made a video about this, hacking jeans. And then I put the pockets on the back. There were buttons, but they fell off. So I gotta find those. Anyway, I washed them on hot water and everything. But so I got 2 pairs of jeans out of there, and then there's another pair I have somewhere. So now this year I bought these jeans, and they're so comfortable. These ones actually don't have buttons here. I always wear my shirts over everything, so there's no buttons. They're kind of like elasticy, and only problem is they're not very deep pockets. I have deep pockets. I need deep pockets now. Yeah, it's just little wimpy pockets. Wow, I didn't actually take a look at this. This is odd. I could fix that, of course, but I probably won't. But the pockets in the back work, so that's good. But the only problem with these so now I have a size 10 foot, and I like the boot cut. I'm 5'7", so I'm not short and I'm not real tall. I'm right in the middle. And you would think I'd find jeans long enough to fit me, 5'7", but I don't. I feel bad for the 5'9"ers and 5'10"ers out there, so, and more. But this is their square cut jean, and I've never worn skinny jeans. Just don't like them. And I don't like the look where it goes down your leg and then poof, this big foot, like if you have a size 10 foot. So if you have a size 10 foot, you know what I mean, or a size 11. And actually, after my foot accident 2 years ago, my right foot's like a little bit bigger. It's like 10 and a half, 11 actually. So, but this is the difference between. There's not a big difference really. So it's the straight cut and then the boot cut has a little bit more, and I like it better. So what I'm gonna do, I don't know if this is gonna work. I mean, I could easily get black fabric and do this, but I thought, you know what if I get some white? I'm gonna open up the side seam. I put a mark on right here, so I'm gonna go here. So I bought a half a yard. I'm gonna open up the side seam and then add a gore in there, like a little triangle gore, and it's only about maybe 4 inches. So it's not much, but I might make it a little bit bigger, like maybe 5 or 6 inches. And I'm gonna add this white gore in there. And then this shrank a little bit too. It's still kind of okay, but what I might do is add another white edge of hem so that it's like white right here and then a little bit of white around the whole thing, and make it look like it's all meant to be. And that you didn't, whenever you do like upcycles like this and you fix stuff, always somehow make it look like it was designed that way and wasn't added on. So that's always kind of the trick. But so now I have to rip out all this stuff, and there's a chain stitch in a lot of jeans right here. I can't seem to find it. I've been picking at it, and a lot of times you just pull the thread and it comes apart. But then the overlock right here, you got to get out. It really doesn't take too long. You're going to get a really sharp seam ripper. So I have one. I always buy a brand new one, and I put a white piece of tape on it, or any piece of tape, so I know which one's the sharp one. But I think this is the duller one. But it'll come apart pretty fast. So I'm going to open that all up, and then go get my fabric, and then cut a triangle and sew it in. All right, I'm going to resume taking this apart, go get my fabric, and show you how to do it. All right, I'm back. Got my fabric. I pre-washed it, ironed it. Boy, did it wrinkle. Had to really press it. Then my jeans, I took them apart. Right here. I was trying to do that chain stitch. I never did catch it, but I got it apart, and I kind of estimated where I want to start the gore right there. I think it's right about at my knee. And then I cut out a pattern right here just from the fabric. What I did, I wanted it to be about 5 inches wide, so not too much. I don't want it to be like a crazy. Maybe I do. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it. Why not? Huh. Then it looks like the seams in there are an inch wide, so then I added an inch, and I just marked it from the hem to how long it is, and then added a 1/2 inch seam allowance, and then I just think I just folded it. I'll show you how to do this, but I just fold it in half and then make a triangle. Pretty simple. And then the hem on that is 1 1/4 inches, so I added 1 1/4 inches, and then I put all these marks on here for you to see that part. And then I'll cut a second one of these, because so I'm going to inset these in here, hem it up, and then I have so let me show you how I'm going to do this. All right, first I started, this had the selvage on it, and I just cut it off, so I know that was really the straight grain. And then I got the straight cross grain, and then so the second piece, I'll just turn this, get it, what do I got about? Well, it should be enough right there. Just fold it exactly squared, like this part is actually crooked right here because I didn't square it, but this is straight. For anything to hang straight, you always want it to be, right on the grain. So we're gonna, so actually I pinked this part. I also pinked this when I cut it because this stuff frays like crazy, and it'll drive you crazy. So what I did actually here is I had planned on this being 5 inches wide, so then I folded it in half, and then this is at the 2.5 mark here, and then however long I wanted the opening to be, I had it at 15, so then I have a mark at the 15 right here, and then I went over about 5/8 just because you need an extension. And then I did a 1/2 inch, so my gore, as this is called, the little inset part, is actually this wide here, and then I added a 1/2 inch here. So that is basically the pattern. So then I'll cut this out here, and then have my second one right there, and then make sure, so I'm actually just going right to the end. I'm going to pin this down so it doesn't slip much. And I'm just going to go straight 2 layers. Ooh, kind of thick. Just cut out this even in here and there. And then I should have 2 even ones, I hope, right sides together. I don't. So actually I'm going to trim. I know this one is correct. So move that to the side. I'll trim that, because otherwise one will be bigger than the other. It looks like I just kind of somehow went off a little bit on there. Probably from cutting on top of that. Okay, so I'll get this even. Better. Now I have my opening here, right here, and then so I have most of the hem, or just like part of that hem, open so I can work with it. If you do it too tight, you can't get in here. And you open up the whole hem, and then you right sides together, because this has the twill grain on it, and then you pin. I'm actually probably want to pin from this side because I'm going to follow that crease that's on the jean right there, like that. So I'm going to get it started, then I'm going to turn the leg inside out like here. So it's going to be a lot easier to get into it all the way around, I think. Then I'm going to pin this in the direction I'm going to sew, because fabric always goes out to the left of the machine. I'm just going to follow this right up to that point, like this. And I have that chalk mark right here. It's pretty important. If you can rip it up a little bit past the chalk mark too, to kind of get into it. It's actually easier because then you'll close it back up the other way. Okay. So I'm going to stop right there. Then the other side, I'm going to pin that the direction I'm going to pull. So I'm going to come back this way. Make sure this is really even. If you're kind of a new sewer and you're doing this, you might want to just sew one side first, because then the pins might get all tweaked and move around, and then you'll have this twisted. If you're just off a little bit at this part here, you could get it twisted. And this should end up right at the end also, right here. Got a little bit of a slack there, let me see. You can actually at this point too try it on and just kind of weave your pins in and out like this, and then you can try it on safer. And then it's kind of like that, and then they won't stab you. So these pins are telling me that I got a little bit of a slack up here, so I'm going to readjust it and see if it's just in my pinning. Sometimes they'll slip. This actually needs to come up a little bit higher, like that. I'm going to start that one right there, so it looks like it's going to be pretty even. Then I sew here, I guess with black thread, and then I'm going to come around and sew here with black thread. And then I'll be hemming this. The hem mark should be lining up right on my hem. I think they're pretty good. It's kind of simple here, actually. The next part's not going to be so hard, or not be so easy. All right, I'm going to go and sew this. Have this sewn in. Looks pretty good. Went really well. Got it right on the stitches. Then it came up to this way, and what I'm going to, didn't go to the exact peaks, like it didn't kind of go into a triangle. I got a little space right here, which is good. And then I'll come in here and then pick up the stitch here and then bring it down and make sure I don't get any of this caught. Bring it right down into there. So I'll just be stitching right there where that pin's at, there. And then I'm going to be up. Also, if you have an overlocker, overlock all of this, because this just frays like crazy. If not, use the zigzag stitch here and then press it, and then you press up the hem right here and then tuck it under like that. So the first one, press the first there and then tuck it under. Everybody always does the opposite. This is what it looks like. I just finished that one. So I overlocked it, and I got the stitch right in there, reversed it, made sure I met in the center there, then I pressed it so it looks nice. And I have this hem, and then what I need to do on this one now is now stitch the black part here. Probably going to do a stretch stitch on top of that so that it matches that stitch. The stretch stitch is like, it goes over 3 times, it looks a lot thicker. And then come in here with white thread and stitch that part there. So I'm going to go and finish that. Voila! They are done. Got it all done. They look great. Wow, so I got my width that I wanted. Just go over the top of my foot. Won't make me look like I have sleds going out from my legs. But now I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add another hem, like contrast bottom all the way around here, like that. So it'll be just like it'll actually add about a 1/2 inch to the length, which is not a bad idea for me, and give it a little extra design. So it'll look like that all the way around. I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to start off with the width of the leg plus the seam allowance. Then I'm going to sew right here and get a circle like that, and then put a hem in it. I'll show you how to do that. All right, I have the width, or I had said the length, how wide it goes here, plus the seam allowance. Got to get it really accurate so you don't get any puckers. Then I'll sew this right here, seam, and then I marked up a 1 1/4 inch here. I still got to overlock that part here. So I'll show you. I have this part half done. So I overlocked it with black because I didn't want to change my thread. Have my seam sewn here, and then I pressed this on the 1 1/4 inch mark and then tucked it under, and then now I have like a whole mocked up hem right here. Then I'm going to stitch right here like that, and actually that'll be the underpiece. This will be the piece that shows under the pant. I'll show you that part. So now I go sew this with white thread. Have my band ready to put into the pant here. I hope it's an exact match. Have my seam part here. I'm going to put it on my inseam. And I'm going to, usually when I try to lengthen jeans, I try to kind of go about 1/2 inch down, like where you see the stitch. But I think on this one, I kind of want to just do a little contrast right here. So I'm going to get that, just kind of, looks like about 3/8 of an inch of it sticking out here, and put pins right in the existing hem. I think I'll be stitching right on top of it, or yeah, I guess so. I'm also going to have to do the black and the white here too. That's always fun. And just get this pinned and really pinned down so it doesn't slip while I'm sewing it. And then looks like it's going to be a little big, but it's not, because I'm going to pull it this way. I was like, oh no, it's going to be a little big there. And I'm just going to pin it. I have to pull it a little bit here and to ease it around. This could have been a 1/8 of an inch smaller, but man, it's so hard to get it exact. I'm just going to pull it around and ease it as best I can. All right, so then I'm going to sew. I'm going to start, I guess, on the black here and go around it with black thread, and then, yeah, that's going to look good. Then I'll go with the white and do the white. Let's see how this looks. Voila! My jeans are done. They look so fun. I can't wait to wear these. I'm going to wear them tomorrow. Oh, I even got my little star in the corners there. It fit perfectly in there. The little prongs are right there. It fit perfectly. And then lengthen the hem here. That's how it looks on the inside. I'm going to cover my big foot. And I can't wait to wear them. Anyway, hope you liked this video. If so, give me a thumbs up. And also, if there's any ideas you have, leave them in the comments below, because I'm always trying to think of how to improve jeans. Because let me know of any ideas you have, and I will see you in the next sew bit.